Q&A today. So whatever questions you have, put them into the chat. Where do we want these questions, Nina? Do we want them in the chat or do they go in the Q&A? I'm not sure.
They go into the Q&A because I've already started to answer some of the questions.
All right, cool. Because I did see a couple of them there, and I don't see them anywhere. So as you're joining us, put them in the Q&A. The questions in the Q&A, we're going to get to them. And remember, right now, this is your time. This is a time that I have designated to you to get your questions answered so that you can make the most out of what's going on here with Co-op 20 and the co-op ecosystem. Co-op world, co-op life, co-op everything. We've got it going on. And just before we get this going on, I was talking to one of my friends about an hour ago, just before the Q&A started. And I remember when I met him for the first time. I think it was back in 2001 or 2003 when I met him for the first time. And I had a nice car. I was dating a girl at the time that, everybody wanted to date. And so he didn't know who I was, but he had seen me picking up the girl after work. So one day he says, he went to her and he says, listen, I got to meet this guy. I want to know what this guy does and why he is always smiling, why he's so calm, and how he gets to drive this fine, fine car, and how he has you on his arm. So she brought him over to our place. We were living together at the time. She brought him over to our place. And he said, so what do you do? So this was my first system that I had created back. It was the same system that I created back in 2001. So he said, what do you do? So I said, do you have your phone with you? He said, yeah. I said, actually, I didn't say, do you have your phone? We were at my place. I opened up my computer. I said, do you have a few minutes? He said, yeah. I said, okay, I'm going to ask you to watch a movie. Well, first I asked him 3 questions. And I'm going to ask you these 3 questions right now as well, because these 3 questions are the only 3 questions that you should have to ask anybody, whether or not they want to participate with you in our co-op world and our co-op ecosystem and co-op 20 and so on and so forth. So question number 1 is this, and this is what I asked him. He's actually on the webinar right now. And this is what I asked him. I said, do you need more money than you have right now? He looked at me and laughed and said, yeah, that's why I'm talking to you. I said, great. I said, do you know 3 or more friends that want more money than they have right now? And he says, yeah, who doesn't? And I can't remember how much it was at the time, but I'll use what it is today. So the third question is, do you have $25 to get started in your very own business right now? And he said, yeah. He said, so what do I need to do? I said, you need to watch this movie. So I sat him down in front of my computer. The video that I had him watch was about 7 minutes. He watched the video and he got up and he came back to me and said, okay, now what? I said, are you ready to register? He said, yeah, but I don't know what to do yet. I said, well, go back and watch. He said, can you tell me what I need to do? I said, no, go back and watch the movie. So he went back and watched the movie. He watched the movie again. And he finally said, okay, well, I get it. Aren't you going to tell me anything? Aren't you going to talk to me? I said, no, the video tells you everything you need to know. And those 3 questions that I just asked you are everything you need to know to achieve success. And he looked at me and he said, you're absolutely right. And that's what he's been doing all of this time. And the conversation that we had earlier reminded me to get back to basics. Because that first system, since we've started now, we're at almost 1.5 million people in 180 countries around the world. So those first few questions that I asked way back then, they're still relevant today. Let me say them again to you. Do you want more money than you have right now? If you answer yes, I'm going to ask you the second question. Do you know 3 or more people that want more money than they have right now? They said yes. Do you have $25 to get started in your very own business right now? Yes, when you answer those three questions, and it's $20 to get started, but if you come in using cryptocurrency, there's that $5 fee that we don't charge that the third parties charge. That's why I say $25 instead of $20. But I should really say $20 because third party fees aren't really what we're doing here. So if you answered yes to those three questions and you watch the video that we don't have up yet, but you watch the video that we're going to put up, that video is going to say complete these 2 steps. And if you complete these 2 steps, it is going to give you the success that you desire. So if you and your teammates complete the 2 steps, which is register for a one-time out-of-pocket $20, have you and your team invite 3 or more to register with you, you are guaranteed of success. It's not a maybe, it's an absolute fact. And Miss Nina, what do you think of those 3 simple questions?
I love them. And what we're going to do is we're going to write these questions down and start putting them into our Telegram group so that way people remember how simple the formula is and repetition. People need to keep it very simple. And because, David, you give a handful, you give a mouthful, and it's like trying to catch everything and trying to get these nuggets. See, the key for duplication is if you could memorize some of the nuggets the way David has in his mind, and it's going to be a game over for all of us. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm taking his nuggets, you guys, and I'm putting them in little cue cards for us to all start memorizing so we could really make it seamless and grow. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Those are excellent questions, and I'll do that for the team.
And what's really funny, Nina, is after I'd asked him these 3 questions, we got off the phone, so I walked away, and my mind is always thinking, right? I've always got my phone right beside me in case I want to dictate a memo to myself. And as I had started doing something else, can't remember what I was doing, but as I started doing something else, I started thinking about the video that I'm getting ready to put together. And I was looking at that 3-minute video that I had put together that you'd heard. And then I'm also looking at, we did the slides from, we did the presentation on Thursday. Mm-hmm. Presentation was about 40 minutes, I guess, the part that I did. And I actually started laughing to myself. And here's why I started laughing to myself. I said, if I simply put those 3 questions there, and then say what you need to do for the 2 steps and left it at that, that would be the whole video. We wouldn't have to say anything else because the bottom line is it doesn't matter what products you get. You're getting products, you're getting our services are worth way more than the amount of money that you're putting in. So we're really proud of the products. But if you took 100 people and you asked those 100 people, do you want an AI resource hub to help you to grow your business? Maybe only 20% of the people are going to say yes. And then you say, would you like some courses to help you become a really successful and intelligent entrepreneur? And again, maybe 20% of the people will say yes. Or if you said, would you like some educational materials on how you can better your health? Again, you're going to have about 20% of the people say yes, right? So you're never, no matter what your product offering is, you're never going to be able to satisfy 100% of the people. But here's how I know we can satisfy 99.9999% of the population. That means that only 1 out of every 10,000 people actually has enough money to survive. So 99.9999% of the people. If we ask this next question, they're going to say yes. And that next question is, could you use more money than you have right now? Everybody's going to say yes, because that's what you're here for. You're here because you want to discover the secrets to making more money than you have right now so that you can live like the actually, it's not even 1%, the 0.001%, so that you can live like that 0.001%. So the bottom line really is, Nina, is that I think I'm going to have a video that's under 60 seconds ready by Monday that we're going to share with people. And it's going to be so simple. And it's just follow these steps. If you just follow these steps, you are 100% guaranteed of success. And speaking about guarantees, I got to think it through. But I was thinking, and I got to think about how to do it. You see, I know that our business model works. And I want to, my lawyers tell me that I can't do what I'm about to tell you guys that I'm going to do. And I got to put it down so that it makes sense for everybody. See, I was thinking that, Nina, you know yourself, if you complete those 2 steps and you tell your teammates to do the same, what's going to happen?
We're going to create wealth. That's it. We're going to be growing money. That's how simple it is.
Exactly. And if you complete those 2 steps, can you avoid not getting wealthy?
No, definitely. That's how simple it is. And that's why people need to realize how simple this business is. And we should not worry about the fluff and just keep it very simple. And that's why we want to, I mean, my opinion is that we need to do training to show people to do role plays. And that's why we're here for you guys to show you.
Nina, this is a family show. What are you talking about role plays?
I mean, how this is being real, okay? And all these people, they're like, how do I approach people? What do I do? How do I do this? So role play basically means is we're going to show you how to approach people, how to keep it simple. And the video that David promised now, keep
Monday,
guaranteed Monday, the video is going to really show you how to keep it simple, because who doesn't want to grow their money? People are sick and tired of the product companies. Yeah, maybe some of the products could be magical, but how do you grow whatever you have? And that's why I'm so excited about this, because this is a global opportunity of something that anyone could come in for $20. That's how simple it is, you guys. And use the simple systems to grow your business. That's it.
Exactly. And here's the thing is, so I was going to say, my lawyers told me not to say what I'm about to say. But, you know, I listen to my lawyers because even though they know that what I'm about to say is a fact, they say, David, don't do it. I'm going to do it anyways. Now, I got to put the words down so that the words come out correctly. But I'm going to give people a 1,000% guarantee that they're going to achieve success with Co-op 20 by following those 2 simple steps. I said a 1,000% guarantee, and I'm going to put it in writing. I'm going to deliver it to the folks.
That's huge, David. Go ahead. Go for it.
Not only is it huge, it's insane. It's as insane as Co-op 20 is. And the only reason that I can even possibly think about saying something as insane as that is because I know that it works. So also by Monday, I'm going to share a 1,000% guarantee, meaning that you're going to register for $20. You're going to do what I ask you to do. And if you don't do what I ask you to do, I mean, if you do what I ask you to do, and if in 28 days, you're not satisfied with the results that you're getting, I'm going to give you $200. That's my 1,000% guarantee. I know this works. I know this works. You don't know it works yet. I'm not talking to you, Nina. I'm talking to everybody else. You guys don't know it works yet. But here's the thing. And man, oh man, I was listening to some things earlier today. You know, yesterday on Thursday's webinar, I talked about courage. And I asked you guys, do you have the courage to achieve the success that you want? Because it takes courage to step outside of doing what you normally do. It takes courage to pick up the phone and talk to one of your friends and say, hey, come and join me. So I know it takes courage. So today I'm going to do something different, because it falls in line. I'm going to say something to all of you right now that's literally going to blow your mind. Do you know that it is harder to stay poor than it is to achieve success? in
So true.
co-op 20. Let me say that again, because I need you guys to listen to this. It is harder for you to stay poor than it is for you to achieve success in co-op 20. Here's why. It's hard going to sleep at night worrying about what bills you've got to pay. It's hard going to sleep at night wondering if you're going to have enough food to send your child to school with every day. It's hard going to sleep at night, laying beside your wife or your husband, and having your wife, you know she's crying inside because you can't get her the things that she wants. That's hard. You see, that's hard mentally. It's hard not having that house that you want. It's hard not having the money to buy the medical expenses that you need to care for those that need the help. It's hard to watch your adult parents who are now at a retirement age, who took care of you all of your life. And today, because of inflation, they're struggling. Folks, those things are hard. And guess what? You go to sleep with those things on your mind. You wake up in the morning with those things on your mind. You travel through the day with those things on your mind. You get in your car or on some type of public transit and you spend time going to a job that you know that they don't need you, don't want you, don't care about you, and will fire you the very second you're not profitable to them. You see, folks, those are the things that are hard. Now let's go back to your job just for a moment, because most of you have a job. And if you're fortunate, if you are extremely fortunate, you got fired already. You see, when you had a job, your boss, who's making all the money and giving you a little bit, your boss said, you got to be at work at 8:30. Your boss said, you got to work and you got to do all of these things. And then at 10:30, we're going to give you a 15-minute break. And then when you get that 15-minute break, you spend 5 minutes walking outside, 5 minutes walking back. And because you're so fed up with life, many of you smoke. So you go outside and you have a smoke to make life even worse for yourself. And then at noon, you get a half hour, a 45-minute, maybe an hour break. And then you got to go back to work again. And then at 5 o'clock, now you got this long ride home, thinking about how your hands work, thinking about how your knees hurt, thinking about, oh, it sucks to be in this rush hour traffic, and reminding yourself that you got to go back in there again tomorrow. Folks, think about it. That life sucks. So why? Why would you subject yourself to that type of life when there are alternatives out there? Now, let's think about co-op 20 for a minute, because like I said, it is hard being poor. It is easy becoming successful with co-op business. I'm going to say it again. It is easy becoming successful with co-op business. And forget about all these cliches that people say. Well, if it's easy, if it's too easy, it can't be true. If it's too easy, then I can't do it. If it's too easy, it's not going to work. Well, think about this. Who's telling you it's too easy? Who came up with it's too easy? You know who came up with it's too easy? The people that are employing you. They don't want you to understand that life can be easy. They want you to think that if it's too easy, it can't be true. If it's too easy, it's not going to work. Well, let me tell you something. It is easy. Here's why. It's $20 one time out of pocket. $20 one time out of pocket. During the next 28 days, you got one more task to complete. And this next task that you have to complete should have you waking up with a smile on your face and not being able to contain yourself to share this next task. Because the next task that you need to complete, you get to change your friend's life. You get to drag them along with you on this wealth journey. You get to show them how they can have an easy life. And you get to show them that working is hard, doing co-op 20 is easy. And check this out, right? Check this out. You see, I'm not the one that's going to prove it to you. You are. You want to know how? You see, when you invite your 3 friends, you actually get paid for inviting your 3 friends. And when they invite their friends, you actually get paid. And guess what else happens? You see, here is the proof that you need. See, it's not my words that are proving it to you. It's not Nina's words that are proving it to you. It's not Marina's words that are proving it to you. It's not Edna. It's not Ingrid. It's you. You see, when you do the work, you see the results. And not only can you see the results, you actually get to withdraw the money. You see, that's the proof right there. It's not making the money and seeing it in your dashboard. Because how many businesses have you joined where you made all this money and you looked on your dashboard that said you had $1,000 and you tried to withdraw it and you couldn't?
Yep.
You see that's a fake business.
Yep.
This, if you make $100, you can see it and you can withdraw it. If you make $1,000, you can see it and you can withdraw it. So it's not Nina that's proving it to you. It's not me that's proving it to you. It's nobody except yourself. And when you see it and you're able to withdraw it and you use that money and you pay off a phone bill, you use that money and you get little Mary a new dress for school. Or you use that money and you look at your beautiful wife and you say, we haven't gone out for dinner for 3 years. Tonight's the night. Right? You see, that is the proof you need. So now I'm going to ask you this question. Today is Saturday, so many of you get the weekend off. Many of you are working 2 and 3 jobs. So here's the question that I'm going to ask you. Does it make more sense to prepare yourself to get up and go to work every day for the next week so that you can make $200, $300, $400, $500, and then have to do the exact same thing again the next week, and the exact same thing again the next week, only to remain poor? Or does it make more sense for you, not for me? Does it make more sense for you to complete those 2 steps? Help your friends and start creating a wealth plan for you. You see, when you complete those 2 steps, you're creating a wealth plan for you. You're not creating a wealth plan for me. You're not creating a wealth plan for Nina. You're creating a wealth plan for you and your family. So that's the question. Do you want to work for 40 hours, sometimes 60 hours, because many of you have more than one job? Or do you want to take the time and complete 2 simple doable steps that most of you can do in an hour? I'll show you how you can do it in an hour with that pay it forward method that we're talking about. So folks, listen, it's all up to you. We built it for you. This is like Noah's Ark, right? We built the ark for you. The only thing you need to do is jump on, save yourself, and participate in your own recovery. Because this is the ark you want to be on. It is the financial ark. Nina, what do you got to say?
I'm just putting comments. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I'm like, I could really see this. You know, the thing is, honestly, what I believe is people join you. You know, you got the mission, but do you have the passion? Do you have the courage? Do you have that mustard seed of faith? That last hope. This is it, you guys. I see nothing bigger and better than this. I am so excited. I'm like absorbing all his little nuggets he's throwing at us. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I'm taking notes. I'm writing here, I'm writing there, because honestly, you got to have that mustard seed of faith. That faith.
I love that.
All we have. Because, you know, we got the vehicle. Do you have the dream? Do you have the courage? I mean, I say I have the courage. I'm in. And you know what? And you know what? If all we got to do is this little step to change our financial life, you guys, this is huge. And
isn't it mind blowing when you think about it?
It is mind blowing, because that's what I was telling my people. I go, we're not here to convince you. If these 2 simple steps cannot change and feel it in your heart, what else is going to help you to change this in your heart?
Yeah.
Because jobs are not going to change anything for us. Governments are not going to change nothing for us in the world. And we already know what's happening. You know, we've been trapped into this mind frame. But being an entrepreneur, and if someone says this is all you got to do and duplicate that to qualify, $20, which is affordable all over the world, I'm like, I think there's nothing more genius than this opportunity, you guys. And this, anyone and everyone has an opportunity basically to come in and start building their dreams for themselves. And that's the beauty. Just like how when I was on one of the Zooms, how Marina made more than you, David.
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, so anyone, but do you have what it takes? Are you willing to do it? Do you have the courage? That's the bottom line. So put it all, put your whole soul into this, and let's see what happens in 28 days, you guys. What if our dreams do come true?
Right.
But do you believe in it? Back to you.
You know, it reminds me, because you keep talking about dreams, right? So folks, right now, your dreams are in your head. They're not in your heart. Take your dreams from your head, put them in your heart. Dreams from your head to your heart. Because not only is this the best opportunity that people have right now, I've been doing this for a long time. A long time. I discovered network marketing in 1987. And I thought it was great, but it sucked. And it still does. We're not network marketing. And at that time, I vowed to create a program that 100% of the population would be able to use. I said that to myself. And making such a bold and crazy claim, to think that I can come up with something that 100% of the people can use to achieve financial success is like, you know, we're going to have people on Mars, colonize Mars by the end of the 2020s, and it's going to happen, right? It just seemed far-fetched. So I'm here to tell you right now, from my lips to your ears, that not only is this the greatest opportunity that's available today, This opportunity that you're looking at right now is the greatest single opportunity ever created in the history of man. This opportunity is your stepping stone, your launch pad, your vehicle to change your life financially forever. And it's easy. It's not hard. Do you want to know what the hard part about this is? Is knowing what to do with your money when you start making it. That's the hard part. Making the money is not going to be easy. It's what to do with it when you get it. Folks, man, I did it. I did it. I created that system that 100% of you can do. That's why I make wild claims and bold statements and guarantees, because I know that it works. And here's something else. I'm going to say it again, right? I'm going to give every man, woman, and child on the planet, all 8 billion of you, have the opportunity to prove me wrong. You put up $1, I'll put up $10,000. And if you can find a better, easier to understand, more rewarding opportunity anywhere in the known universe, you get my $10,000. If you don't, I get your $1. Folks, nobody would make such a bold claim like that in a live session, because I can be held accountable. So if you think you're man, woman, or child enough, you think that there's a better opportunity, put up that $1, because no matter how much money you have, there's nothing wrong with having an extra dollar. All right, Miss Nina, is there any questions? And by the way, folks, time for the Q&A. Thank you for indulging myself and Nina. And hopefully you're finding these nuggets that we're sharing with you, because you see, business is not all just about black and white between the lines and stuff like that. It's about caring about other people. It's about sharing your experiences and helping them to understand that, you know what? I was once in your shoes, because as most of you know, I don't know if maybe some of you don't, I was homeless. And I went from being homeless to being a multimillionaire in 2 years. And that's because I created the world's first crowdfunding system. I've made so many improvements on this system in the 22 years that not only can you go from being homeless to being a multimillionaire in 2 years, you can do it in 2 weeks in this business. 2 weeks. Forget about 2 years. You can do it in 2 weeks, 2 months. And I have the plan to help you to do it. So folks, listen, we're on to something so big here, so magnificent, that please, whatever you do, take the time to get involved. Take the time to share it with people. Take the time to complete the 2 steps, because your future self is relying and depending on what decisions you make right now. So what questions do we have, Miss Nina?
A lot of questions. I've been answering them. So one of the questions is,
You know what? Do me a favor if you don't mind. Ask me the questions again, because there might be other people that need to hear the question and the answer.
Let's see, because I know there's a lot of people raise their hands also. Okay, I thought I saw some hand raised people.
We're not able to actually bring them on the stage though. So if that's what you're going to suggest.
Yeah. Okay. So the first question, you guys, if you want to re-put your question in, and I'm going to be reading them, and then David will be answering them live. So go ahead and start putting your questions, you guys. So if you're in co-op 20 and you don't have your 3 people, do you automatically get moved to co-op 28?
It's a great question. And it's a rather interesting question, because basically what the person is asking, can you make money for doing nothing? And can you get moved to the higher levels for doing nothing? And the answer to both those questions is yes. Now, don't get involved in co-op 20 or co-op 28 expecting miracles to happen and all of a sudden you get rich, because that's not the way it works. But without doing anything, you can receive up to $1,854 in co-op 20 without doing anything from spillover and spill under. So help from above and help from below can help you to receive as much as $1,854. Should you put your next month's rent on that outcome? No, because there's so many factors that can make it happen or not make it happen. Can it happen? Yes. Should you wait for it to happen? No, it's two simple doable steps. So the answer is yes, you can get moved up into co-op 28 because as soon as you've received enough royalties, even if you don't have your 3, maybe you've only got 1, maybe you've got 2. As soon as you have enough royalties to get into to cover your next month's subscription and to automatically move up to co-op 28, the answer is yes, you'll get moved up to co-op 28, and that will create another income stream for you, which is incredibly insane. Incredibly insane.
Okay, thank you. So our next question, if someone falls into my organization from spillover, before I have recruited anyone, will I get paid on that spillover immediately?
Yes, you will. Without delay, it'll show up in your dashboard in 1/10 of a second, and you'll be able to withdraw it if you have enough to withdraw. You'll be able to withdraw it the next day. And by the way, when I say have enough to withdraw, because as you know, there's fees and stuff like that. Not from us, but there's third-party fees and stuff like that. But yeah, you'll have access to that money, and you can do what you want with it.
Okay, excellent. So the following question is, do the bonuses go beyond the 9th level?
Nice try, Jack. I'm not telling you guys how the bonuses work. What I can tell you is that the bonuses are the most insane way to earn an income ever created by mankind. And I will tell you something else, is that my first system that I created was a 2x2. A 2x2 is a very simple program. But when that 2x2 that I created in 2001, here we are 23 years later, no one has been able to duplicate my 2x2 yet. So if nobody can duplicate my 2x2, just imagine the results that you're going to get from this 3x6 and from our 3x10. It is insane.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. So next question.
By the way, as I was listening to myself say that question, I think I could make a pretty good politician.
Yeah, definitely. But let's not focus on that goal yet, okay? We'll stick to this. Okay, so next question is from Adam. I know you can join with just $20, but I prefer to ask prospects new members to join by acquiring 3 co-op 20 tokens. Please walk us through this onboarding process on the basis of starting with $70 with fee.
Yeah. And
Talk about that, right? That's something.
Yeah, no, actually, I'm going to show people right now. And Adam, thank you for asking that question, because I said I was going to do it, and we started doing the Q&A, and I didn't want to interrupt the Q&A. So now you've given me that perfect segue into show you how the pay it forward works. And folks, it's going to blow your mind, because it's just so remarkable. Let me see, that's that. All right, let me go back over here.
Yeah, might as well cover that right now.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And the thing is that it actually costs you, folks, listen. You know what actually costs you less to pay it forward than to get started all by yourself? So here's why, right? So when you register, and let's say that I'm going to invite Nina. So I'm going to pick up the phone, or I'm actually going to pick up the phone, or I'm going to do a video chat with Nina. And I'm going to say, hey, Nina, I just joined Co-op 20. It's the greatest system I've ever seen. And do you need more money you have right now? Yes. Do you know 3 or more? Yes. Do you have? Yes. And I'm going to say, Nina, I'm going to pay it forward for you. So I'm going to pay that $20 forward for you so that you can get started in business. But I want you to make one promise to me. I want you to promise that you will pay it forward to 3 friends that you would like to see become financially successful. If Nina says yes, I now send her a $20 token. right? So when I send $20 to Nina, it means she's at the plus $20. So when she spends $60, it's actually only costing her $40, right? Because she didn't have to pay to get in. So it's actually only costing Nina $40 to buy those 3 co-op tokens. And now you're going to find 3 friends and you're going to ask those same questions that I just asked of Marina. And you're going to make sure that they're going to do the same. Now it says on the screen, do it in your first 24 hours. And if everyone does it in their first 24 hours, by the way, folks, you got $9,000 in your jeans in 9 days. And Nina, in her first 9 days, she's got $9,000 in her jeans, right? So if we do this, everybody can receive over $9,000 in their first 9 days. Now check this out, right? So you received 20, you spent 60, which means you're only out of pocket $40. We do something incredible here. We turn your giving, because when I give Nina a token, I'm giving her something. We turn your giving into your receiving. So when I give Nina that $20 token, if she is on my first level, I'm getting $8 back. And when I give it forward to 3 friends, I'm getting $24 back. So I spent 60. I already got the pay it forward token, which meant I only spent 40. I paid it forward to my 3 friends. I've now received $24 in my wallet. My business is in profit. My next subscription is paid. And I've now set my business on autopilot. And it only cost me $16. You're only out of pocket $16. Let me say it again. Nina says, yes, I give her $20 because I give her that token. I tell her to buy 3 tokens for $60. Because I've already given her 20, it's only costing her $40 to get started in business. She now pays it forward to 3 friends and receives $24 in royalties, just like that. It now only costs $16 to get your business in profit and cover your next month subscription. So now let me ask you something. Does it make sense to buy 1 token for yourself for $20? Or does it make sense to buy 3 tokens and pay it forward and have it only cost you $16 out of pocket?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right? So folks, come in at 3 at a time. Come in at 3 at a time. Come in at 3 at a time. Not 3 for you because you only need 1 position. But come in and don't wait until you find your 3 friends. Because if you wait until you find your 3 friends, what are your 3 friends going to say? Well, I'll wait until I find my 3 friends. And what are their 3 friends going to say? Well, I'll wait until I find my 3 friends. No, show them you are a leader. Show them you are committed and come in with your $60 right now. Get your 3 tokens. So when your friend says, did you get your 3 tokens? You can tell them yes, and they will follow the leader, right? So that's the pay it forward. And folks, you see this, if everyone duplicates in 24 hours, you'll have $9,000 in your jeans. In your first 9 days, you will. And let me tell you something, that's just the beginning. I just stopped calculating after 9 days because the amount of money that co-op produces is, bank robbers don't make the amount of money that co-op produces. So you don't, a lottery can't make you enough money for what co-op produces, unless of course you live in the United States of America. I do not, I live in Canada. They got this thing called Powerball down there for $1 billion. So in most lotteries, this is better than most lotteries. So, Nina, was that clear?
That was, honestly, I think this is the first time I really understood it. Because you tried explaining it to me, but the visualization and hearing your voice at the same time, I'm like, wow, that really makes sense.
Cool.
Because you'll create that sense of urgency and you'll create that duplication faster. And you know what? We're just in the sorting business, honestly. We're not trying to convince no one. If they still don't see how huge this is, then you just find the next one. Because we're
Next
all
one.
trying
Right.
to do is minimum 3.
Right.
Yeah, Pam, I did say 3x3, but see, I'm talking about 3 helping 3 leaders. That's what I meant. But it's a 3x6 matrix. So I'm answering Pam's question at the same time. Okay.
Yeah.
The power of 3, the duplication, paying forward for 3 members, 3 business partners, and they do the same thing. Because when sense of urgency kicks in, it really will make sense.
Yeah. And that's the
You
thing,
wanna
right?
share the document also, the one we created, the one I created, or do I share? Can I have the share screen option?
Yeah, you have the share screen option. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Actually, no, maybe. Yeah, of course you do. You're a co-host.
yeah, okay, here. So
I don't know what Nina's gonna. Oh, that document. Cool.
yeah. This is the one that I created because when I come
I
in, I
love
get
this actually.
systems. Yeah, so this is what I created. We're going to be uploading this to the Telegram group, and we're going to be uploading in the back office, you guys, by Monday. So the power of 3x3, Pam, as I had answered to you, it's so simple. And I will put those words also, the one that David just showed us on the slide over here. So when we give this to our new member, we explain how important it is paying forward. Okay, so this is you bring your first 3 because you paid in advance, and then they create the same thing. This is how duplication is going to happen, you guys. There's no magic to duplication, but if they see a roadmap, this is our roadmap. Okay, so duplication, simple steps, and I will, like I said, I'm going to tweak this today and we'll upload it Monday. We're going to be uploading a lot of things because systems duplicate. Okay, and that's what I believe. And so when a new member comes in, this is something they could print it out and give it to them, so that way they have it, and you could guide them through your back office. So you put their key, their passwords, active, to be an active $20. They have a roadmap, simple duplicatable roadmap to get this done. 3 personals, check qualified. Let me move
Boom,
this.
boom.
Yeah, I mean, here, I'm just trying to move this because I cannot see it. Okay, so anyway, okay, because all these open screens are open.
Yeah.
Qualified, done. And then here, make your list. You're 10 people. Find them. If you
Right.
can't find 3 people out of here, then go to the next one. Don't try to convince. This is not a convincing business anymore, you guys. I'm not here to convince you. Either you're going to see it or you're not going to see it. And then, you know what? And some of the things that I've said to people, I go, I'll catch you in my second trip. I'll catch you in my second round. I'm only looking for people who want it now with me. And
Yeah.
if this is not the right time for you to even invest $20, I'll catch you second month. I'll catch you my third month. I'll catch you my fourth month. But once, see, and they're like, it's not like they don't believe you. Basically, because I mean, it's too good to be true. And that's what a lot of people think, because we're so brainwashed. When the right company finally comes, we're like, oh, it's too good to
Yeah.
be true. Basically, that's it. So that's what I'm telling people. Okay, don't worry. I go, I'm not here to convince you. I'll catch you after my 28 days. And then I'll show you exactly what I've accomplished.
Right.
Okay. And then if they don't believe you, then say, okay, don't worry. I'll catch you in my third round. Okay. But keeping it very simple, keeping it very duplicatable, you guys. This is the magic of what David is saying. So I created this for the team. I created for my team, but you guys, we're all family, right? Because the more we work together, the more we put the emphasis on togetherness. We're global family, you guys, and everything, yes, will be converted into Spanish, and I will convert this into Spanish because I have a huge Spanish group that I want to bring in. So we're here for you, okay? Even though I don't speak, I mean, I don't write Hindi or Urdu, but I could do presentations. So if you have people from India and Pakistan, I could help you at least do presentations because I speak the language, but English is my, this is what yeah. So you guys, we have tools ready. The video will be available. David promised. As leadership part
See
of
how
the,
I'm putting pressure on myself, Nina?
yeah, I'm putting pressure on you, David. 'Cause I've been keeping you every day. I tell him, you promise what happened to that.
And you know what, Nina, I have to, and I don't, you're doing, number one, what you're showing on the screen right now is phenomenal, because just like I showed you how the pay it forward works, if you don't write it down, you can't visualize it.
No.
So when you hear it and you visualize it, it is absolutely perfect.
And I'm going to add that in here. And I'm going to add that in here because I want people to come and say, that's all I got to do. And it makes sense.
Right.
Then you won't forget it. Then it will become second nature. Because
exactly.
guys, there's no rescue plan for us in this world anymore. Okay. After this pandemic, we're in this uncertainty. Are we going to get it again? Is it going to happen again? What variant is going to happen? So I'm like, okay, I'm ready. So you guys, this is something that Monday I'll add the scripts in here. That's what I'm saying, because it's not just it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you present, is how you present it. And that's what we're going to be adding. And the leadership training, Greg, Marina and I and David and other leaders are going to be coming with us to join us. We're all putting our talents together, and we're getting this business moving. Because why? Because we want it. Why? Because I see it. I see this opportunity of a lifetime. When I saw this, I was like, oh my God, this is huge. I've been part of a lot of companies, but I always say, when I went back to David and when I saw his accolades, and I'm like, he started this, he got this done, and he's not just a talker, but he is shown in words, and he's giving us in verbal, he's saying it to us. I mean, even though his attorneys will kill him every time he opens his mouth. So you guys, take his words, because it's being recorded. And, tell me where a CEO will open up this openly, be so blunt, and giving us dreams again, to say, you put $1, if you cannot find something better than this opportunity, I'll give you $10,000. And I know his attorneys are probably taking notes and sending him text messages right now saying, David, you did it again. So you guys, take his word. I'm taking his word, because that's all we have. We have hopes, we have dreams, and we have the words of a CEO who's saying, this is what I'm willing to do for you guys, for all of us. So yeah, this will be available as we're talking, and I'm going to put the 3 questions to ask people. We're going to be putting a lot of information in the back office, because see, I cannot be a system myself, but if we have resources available in the back office for people to print out, yes, it will be updated in our Telegram. We're putting it together. I told David, we need systems, we need schedules, we need where people know every time, rain or shine, we're here for everyone, because this is how we're all going to grow together. So a schedule will be available by next week, a regular schedule where presentations, not only in USA market, but global market, trainings, back office trainings. A lot of individuals are helping, putting things together, because we need these resources. And that's what I do. I cannot duplicate, because I'm not Nina, a million Ninas everywhere. But I know if I create something, that's going to help million people become successful. And that's what God, the more you give, the more you get back. I really believe in that. So you guys, back to you, David, because I'll talk as much as you, David. I want to get back to you, because I'm so excited about this.
If you don't mind, stop sharing your screen. And listen, folks, let me tell you something. I am absolutely loving listening to Nina. Here's why I'm loving listening to Nina. And by the way, as you can see, she's getting pretty excited, right? This is nothing compared to when I talk to Nina on our private chats and on our private phone calls and stuff. She's jacked. So what Nina's seeing here right now. And by the way, Nina and I both struggled with an illness that put us down. One put me down for 6.5 years. It put Nina down for over 3 years, and she's now coming out of it. And I told her about my story when I came out of it, and how the recovery process and so on and so forth. I had mold. There was mold in my house, and it knocked me down. Nina is coming off of the struggle of her life, and look at her. Look at the energy she has. You know why? Because she's always believed. And Nina, I'm so happy that you're part of the team. And you're sharing that infectious enthusiasm with everybody, because it's absolutely awesome. Let's get back to the other questions, because I know there's a lot of questions there, and there's some comments that I see and stuff like that. So there's lots of stuff going on. So let's get back to some of those.
Okay, so the next question. So Pam, I hope you understood this. So Pam was said it's not 3 by 6. Please ask David to clarify. And I just did 3 by 3. What for me is the power of duplication. It's a 3 by 6 matrix, but the power of duplication, and that's why you just saw the chart. So I hope that makes sense. I hope, and like I said, if not, then retype your question again, and then David can answer.
Yeah.
So next question is from Patricia. Are the 6 levels new people become just our bonuses? Then do only the same people in our first co-op follow us into our second co-op? So
I kind of get that. So let me answer that. So your bonus is happening when you have three who have three. You're going to receive royalties, cooperative royalties from everybody in your entire 3 by 6, no matter how many people you have that are part of your team. When you're qualified with three who have three, you get bonuses. So you magnify the amount of income that you can receive. Most of us know more than three friends. And if our first cooperative is finished, several things happen at that point. Number one, the people that are in that first cooperative, when their cooperative finishes, they're going to follow us, creating more money for us without doing additional work. And then the next thing is yeah, like if you know more people, then they're going to fall into your second cooperative. So at all times, when you invite a new friend, or your teammates invite a new friend, when you invite a new friend, it's always going to fall into your cooperative, whether it's your first one, your second, your third, or whatever it is. It's always going to fall into your cooperative in the first open position, from left to right, top to bottom. So the first open position, that's where a new person goes. You always get that 25%, no matter whether they're in your first cooperative, your second cooperative, or where they fall on your first level or your sixth level. You always get that 25% for inviting somebody. So yeah, it's a miraculous and awesome income model that we put together, and every step along the way, everything that you do, you get rewarded.
Okay, excellent. So the next question is from Sonia. You said it's one-time out-of-pocket cost. I thought there is a $20 per month license fee. Is that not true?
100% true. It is $20 every 28 days. It's one time out of pocket if you invite three or more within your first 28 days, because when you've invited three friends, you're going to receive at least $24, and that covers your next subscription of $20. So it's a one-time out of pocket by completing the 2 steps.
Okay, next question is from Sonia. Are we going to have t-shirts with QR codes?
Oh yeah. We're gonna have t-shirts, we're gonna have mugs. I'm gonna speak to the universe, see if we can get some clouds with QR codes in them, So the answer is yes. We're putting together a bunch of stuff. And I will tell you guys something else, is that today I've been doing most of the, actually, let me rephrase that. I've been trying to do the marketing myself the last little while. I'm on top of working with my program team, my writing team, my AI team, the software team. I'm also working with a couple of different design teams, and it's gotten pretty tough. And my design, I'm just not able to give them all the proper information. So as of today, we've got someone new who's working with the design teams, who actually understands our business model. So over the next little while, we're going to keep adding more and more marketing tools to our portfolio, so that you'll have a lot of information to be able to share with people.
Okay, so question from Pam again. Will the video be on YouTube or back office?
Both.
Okay. Sonia, yes, I know it works. Okay, thank you, Sonia. Sonia, yes, again. Okay, Patricia, do bonuses stop at level 9, because people are calling this a 3 by 9 error?
Who's calling the 3 by 9? It says
because they say, for example, 9,000 X all our co-ops. So,
Yeah. Yeah, don't try and figure it out because you can't. It says
okay.
it's a 3x6. It's a 3x6. When you get the co-op 28, it's a 3x10. So I don't know where whoever's telling you it's a 3x6, don't listen to other people. You see, people get messed up because they listen to other people who don't have any knowledge or any understanding. And I remember I don't know whether it was on one of our one of the corporate calls webinars, or whether it was a team webinar that we're on, that I had a pretty big team. But one of the persons, and they were live with us. They were live, so it was live. So I guess it was a team webinar. So the person said, David, what the heck was it that he said? He said, what did he say? Let me try, because I want to make sure I say the right thing. He said, David, my friend said I shouldn't leave my auto renew on. And I said, well, what do you think you should do? He says, well, my friend tells me I shouldn't leave my auto renew on. And then I asked him again. I said, so what did I tell you to do? You said leave it on, but my friend said turn it off. So I said, who do you think knows the answer more? A person who knows nothing about this business, or the person that created it? And he thought for a second. He says, but my friend's pretty smart. So I continued a little further, and I relayed to him the story about the goose that lays the golden eggs. So one time the farmer wakes up, he goes into the farm, and instead of getting regular eggs from the goose actually laid a golden egg. So he picked up that golden egg, knocked on it, found out it's a real golden egg. He went to the goldsmith. The goldsmith said it's a real golden egg. Here's your money for it. So he actually got the money for the golden egg. And he thought, wow. Then he goes the next day. The next day, the goose lays another golden egg. He takes it to the goldsmith. The goldsmith gives him more money. So every day, this goose is laying golden eggs for the person. And then one day he goes in, he says, I haven't had goose for a while. So that goose would make a really good meal. So he chops the head off of the golden goose. He eats the goose. He goes back the next day, there's no golden egg. That is what will happen if you turn off your auto renew. You aren't able to keep getting those golden eggs every day. The auto renew is for your benefit, not somebody else's. So when you hear somebody telling you things, like somebody telling you it's a 3x9, where they're coming up with this, I have no idea, because nowhere on the site does it say it's a 3x9. Nowhere on the site or any of our members tell you to turn off your auto renew. So when you hear things from other people, if you didn't hear it from me and it doesn't say it on the site, then it's not true. Everything that we put on the site and everything that I tell you is true. You don't have to believe me, but at least it's true. So don't listen to what other people tell you. Other people are trying to hold you back. You see, let's say you have 3 friends, right? One friend is positive and they're always, you're always doing great things. The other friend is negative and they're always saying, well, it's probably not going to work, right? So most people have friends, and you might have 5 or 6 friends that say, oh, this is great, let's do it, right? And you think, okay, this is great, let's do it. And then you have one friend who says, I don't know, this is a Ponzi scheme. This is a pyramid. This is not going to work. And for some reason, you don't listen to those 5 friends that have said it's great, but you listen to the one friend who says it's not good. People like bad news because it's easier to live in bad news than it is to live in good news. Because in bad news, you can keep making excuses. In good news, it means you have to do the things that you need to do to get the good news, right? So, folks, don't listen to other people talking crap, because it's crap and it's designed to hold you back because they want to live in their bad news central. You want to live in your good news central. So listen to the things that make sense, not to the things that don't make any sense.
Excellent. So a lot of people are saying they want back office training, David. A lot of people are asking for demos So yeah, we're going to be incorporating that in our schedule shortly. And like I said, by this upcoming week, we're gonna have a regular based schedule, because that's something that we definitely need, and that's something I
Yeah.
told David, because people need to know where systems are, how to do this, because one person cannot be the resource, but if we put a whole schedule together, everyone could plug in as we're developing this into that snowball effect. Okay.
And let me answer that question in the best way that I know how.
Okay.
And it's this. You see, I build the system first and make sure that the system works before building marketing materials, because I want you to win. So I want to make sure the system works. Other companies that I've seen, they put together all these marketing materials because they know the business doesn't work. So they give you the marketing materials first so you can get all your money and then prove that the business doesn't work. We make sure that the business works. We've only been going now for a couple of weeks, so we're just getting started, and that's why you haven't seen all the marketing tools yet. And as you can see with each presentation that we do, it shifts a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, until we get that proper presentation. So we're almost there, but we are going to have some marketing tools in your dashboard as of Monday, including a 60-second video from me.
Okay.
Nina's gonna, you see, Nina is she's your pit bull, because she's on me like white on rice every minute of every day. David, did you do this? David, did you do this? David, did you do this? She's worse than my mom.
Oh God, okay. But that's what happens, when you're hungry and you need the right tools. I am
For
like,
sure.
I'm in the field. I'm like, David, we need this, we need this, we
I
need
know.
this, you know.
And I appreciate it, by the way.
And I said, where's your promise? I go, did you promised me, David? And that's what I
Yeah.
told some of the leaders. I go, he promised me. So
Right.
guys, I'm holding him accountable, because we all need the resource and the tools.
Yeah.
Pam, yes, we're gonna have short videos how to purchase crypto and all for the newbies also. That's already being worked on. Okay. Okay. So another one from Jay, Jay. Hi, when will the co-op website be updated with co-op 2028 and 280?
Huh?
When all the websites going to be updated, basically. So we're already in the process for co-op 20. We're already working on it, and from that point, everything will be updated to co-op 28. All the look is going to change. You guys are going to love this, because I'm really on David for all this, because I'm a marketer, and that's my forte also, and I look at all these details. That's why I'm putting things together. And when I looked at certain things, I told David, oh no, David, this needs to be updated. This needs to
100%.
be updated. And because we know how important it is to look when people join something, that's the first thing people look at. And I've been watching and taking notes and really getting on top of things with David. So that's why I'm reminding him. And I'm an advocate on all of them.
Listen, guys. You got Nina on all your side. You got Nina on me, like I say, morning and night, and I love it, because I need that, right? So it reminds me of, because you got to do the important things first, right? So Nina helps to remind me about what the team needs that's most important, instead of me trying to figure out what's the most important. Nina reminds me of what's most important, and helps to keep me on track with this. So thank you for that. I noticed we got a lot of questions. We got I think, did it say that there's over 60 questions, or did I see something incorrect?
I mean, I'm just going through them, and some of them we have already answered, some of them. Okay.
So this particular webinar will end Monday at 7 p.m.
Okay. Question from Will. Can people join co-op 20 now without being in co-op 28? Will the new people have to wait until October 15th to join? You go ahead, David.
Yeah, no, you can join co-op 20 right now without being in co-op 28. And everybody you need to use this time wisely. There are cliches. People say, well, what if you knew about Microsoft stock before Microsoft went public? What if you knew about Apple stock before Apple went public? What if you knew about Bitcoin before Bitcoin became the rage? Those things are cliches, but they're true, because if you did know about those things before they went public or before they became the rage, you'd be a multimillionaire. Right now, you know about co-op 20 before the whole world. We launch on the 15th. So you have the opportunity to promote, and start building your team and building your income right now. So yeah, don't wait. Get busy with it right now. Invite all of your friends, invite all of your family, invite the people that you don't even like. Because if you do, maybe you'll gain a new friend. So yeah, get busy with it.
Yeah, God's blessing, right? So here's a question from Tarson. Any news regarding capture pages, funnels, email follow-ups, and series like that? We're already working on it.
Yeah.
That's something that I've already taken it. I was working it for my team, but now I'm going to incorporate that with David, because that's what I do. We got to have systems, and I really believe in that. And capture pages and funnels and all that. I've already started work on it, but now I'm working with David to help the co-op 20 family. And so we all plug in at the same time. Okay, so
Exactly.
here's a question from Patricia. Do the 6 levels 3 follow us into our new co-op, or are they just our business to do the bonuses and go on forever?
It goes on forever. It's an unlimited income. Like just think about it for a minute. All right, think about this for a minute. If everyone continued to get 3 people in 24 hours, it means every 6 days you got a new cooperative. That would mean after 30 days you got 10 cooperatives. After 300 days you got 100 cooperatives. After 365 days you got 102 cooperatives. You'd be earning an income from each one of those cooperatives. So there's no limit to the amount of money that you receive. So or the number of cooperatives that you have. And here's the thing, is that those same 3 people, this is the part that which it hasn't sunken in yet for most people. You invite 3 people today, right? That occupies your first level. They invite 3 people tomorrow. That occupies your second level, the 3rd level, the 4th level, the 5th level, and so on and so forth. On the 6th level, right? So on the 6th level, you now begin all over again. And it's the same 3 people that will come back in under you, creating an additional income stream for you. And it is the same 3 people that will help happen seamlessly and simultaneously putting you into co-op 28 and creating another income stream for you. And in your co-op 28, it's not a 3x6. In a 3x6, you got 1,092 people. In a 3x10, you got 88,572 people. So you go from earning an income on 1,092 people over and over and over again to all of a sudden earning an income on 88,572 people over and over and over again. Folks, this is insane.
Yeah, it's insane, you guys. And you know what? As we're revolving and the presentations and PowerPoints are changing, because I remember I had that on my PowerPoint and talked about how we're opening and recycling and renewing, and but David didn't have on his. So we're going to be retweaking the PowerPoints to make sure the message is very clear. Because I think, when we sit down with someone to make an investment for $20, which is nothing, okay, but they got to have a clear message. They got to have.
You know what? I gotta interrupt you for a second, Nina.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at one of the chats from Roxroy. By the way, Roxroy, folks. You see, in co-op world, it doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are to start dreaming. Rox is 76 years old, and he just put a question in there, and I actually love the question. He says, David, how are you going to protect yourself from the cooperative from government interference, because they don't like the little guys? Well, here's how we're going to protect ourselves from government interference. And it's the same way that I protected myself when I created the world's first crowdfunding system. The same questions happened when I created the world's first crowdfunding system. People said, well, the government's going to shut you down. They're not going to like it. Well, they tried shutting me down, and then they realized that I'm a fighter, and they didn't shut me down. And here we are today, 22 years later, with the greatest, with crowdfunding that changed everything. Right now, we're creating the greatest income system on the planet. Right now, the government and big business needs exactly what I'm doing more than anything else in the world, because they're laying everybody off, because they don't have jobs for them anymore. The government needs what we're doing here, because They don't have enough money to pay for all the people that don't have an income. What we are doing is we are actually saving the world in so many different ways. Big business loves us because we're putting money back in people's pockets so they can continue to buy the stuff from big business, even though they're laying off more people. The government loves us because this is income. Income is taxable. So we're providing tax revenue for the governments so that they can keep doing the things that they do. So the entire world loves what we are doing. You see, when you come up with a masterpiece, when you come up with a plan, you can't exclude anybody, because if you exclude anybody, you can get terminated. But if you include everybody, everybody loves you. So what we're doing is we are making the world a better place for you. We are making the world a better place for governments, and we are making the world a better place for big business. So we got it covered. Back to you.
Jackie, how do we get spillovers?
Well, you get spillover like this. And look at this. I just happen to have my iPad right here. First, I got to clear this off. Don't want to do that. Want to do this. Can you see that?
Yeah, we do.
There's a circle, and the one under the circle is Jackie. Jackie, that's you. The person above you is Nina, because Nina's a studette, and we already know that she's going to invite a gazillion people. So watch what happens. See that? Nina invited all 6 people. Nina invited all 6 people. Some of those people fell in under you, Jackie. That's called spillover or help from above. And it happens every day in co-op business. Now I'm going to show you help from above. Or sorry, help from below. Number 4, just invited 3 personals themselves. Jackie hasn't had a chance to do anything, but she's already receiving royalties from 5 people. That is how we do things in the co-op world. We try to do our best to help people start receiving an income to inspire them to get busy themselves. So that's how you get help from above. That's how you get help from below.
Okay, so Pam and Patricia have been asking a lot of questions regarding demos.
Pam has more questions than Bear has aspirin.
Oh my God, like Pam, I think we kind of answered. This. So Pam, just visualize that chart that you're about to get, which will be available Monday, and then we will do another look at my presentation, the one I did, because it kind of explains that. It's already uploaded on YouTube, Pam, how the co-op from 1 through 6 works, and how we re-enter, and how we follow, and our team follows us. Is re-enter, follow me, and that's the key. So you could go, and the minimum is 3, correct? But there's no limit to how many personals you want to bring. Yeah. Sky's the limit. The more you bring personally, they're just going to follow you from one matrix to another matrix and keep on recycling every 28 days and start again and again. We're creating a massive money-making machine through this opportunity. That's it. That's how simple it is.
And let me share something with you to tag on with what you're saying right there. And I'm going to say something, and I'm saying it because Marina has already stated it on the last video. In the first under 2 weeks, Marina had received over $2,000 in royalties just from Co-op 20. And she did that not because she only invited 3 people. She's invited close to 40 people, or maybe over 40 people. So the more that you invite, the quicker it accelerates the amount of money that you receive. And not only is it the more that you invite, accelerate your income, as I just showed you there, it also helps your team, because every single time that we invite somebody new to co-op, or every single time that somebody renews in co-op 20, we're helping 6 businesses. So every time that you invite somebody, you're helping 6 other businesses get closer and closer to their dreams.
Okay, excellent. So yeah, maybe next Saturday, oh, I'm not okay. But we'll figure out when we could do a demo and put a video together or something on Telegram. Maybe I'll do a small video that answers a lot of questions that Pam has been asking, and just do a demo. Okay, and then create a small YouTube video so that way it's a resource for everyone to start using. Yes, we will put the Telegram information also. I don't have
We
it right
don't. Yeah, and I was just going to say, so let's do something right now, because a lot of the questions are repetitive
Right.
and are questions that have to do with the system. We're going to put demos together, so every day you're going to start seeing more and more demos in your dashboard. So look for them. That'll help you. In the meantime, don't let anything slow you down from your progress. I like to say that in co-op, we earn before we learn, because it's more important to start earning right now, today, for yourself, so that you can get closer to your goals of taking care of yourself and your family and your friends and your favorite causes. So earn and then worry about learning later. But we are going to have those demos for you in the back office, and it'll help you. But here's the thing. 3 or more, 3 or more, 3 or more. That's really all you need to do to set yourself financially free. So let's skip some of the questions, Nina, and let's get to the ones where not the ones that have to do with demos and stuff. Are there questions that people have that they aren't going to be able to find the answer anywhere else?
Toby said, explain tokens. We're going to be talking about tokens. Basically, go ahead if you want to say the answer to that.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's awesome. So tokens are great, and there's several tokens in the co-op world. In this particular case, I'm going to talk about the co-op 20 tokens. All right. The co-op 20 tokens are what are used to either get you started in co-op 20 or to renew you in co-op 20. That's a co-op 20 token. And you can buy the tokens from your dashboard. And here's what I recommend to everybody is that instead of buying, just loading your wallet with funds, actually buy tokens. Because if you put $60 in, it's going to take $20 to put you into co-op 20, and it's going to take $28 to put you into co-op 28, because it's got automatic upgrade and automatic renew. So buy 3 tokens instead of putting $60 in your wallet. You can buy the tokens by logging into your dashboard, clicking on tokens, and then click buy tokens. You put in the number of tokens that you want to buy. It's going to create an invoice. When it creates that invoice, you're going to have many different ways in which you can pay that invoice. So you can pay it using cryptocurrency, you can pay it using debit, credit card, and there's going to be more methods for debit and credit card in there pretty soon. Or you can pay it from funds that you have in your wallet. And if you understand cryptocurrency, and everybody should have a crypto wallet right now. If you understand cryptocurrency, when you pay using cryptocurrency, there's over 120 or 150 different types of cryptocurrencies that you can use to buy those 3 tokens. You can use Tron, you can use ETH, you can use Bitcoin, you can use XRP, Ripple. There's over 120 different types of cryptocurrencies that you can use to get yourself started. So if you happen to have a crypto wallet and you've got, $1,000 worth of Tron sitting there and you don't know what to do with it, get yourself some co-op 20 tokens to get your team going. If you got a wallet and it has XRP in it, use XRP. Now, I have to tell you something. Is that different currencies end up costing different fees, because depending on the blockchain and so on and so forth. So for example, I remember going to buy one co-op 20 token, and I can't remember the currency that I tried to use, and it might have been Tron. I can't remember, or something anyways. It ended up asking for $52 because of the exchange that it costs to do that little exchange. So, yeah. So anyways, different cryptocurrencies are going to have different rates of costs for you. The best ones to use, obviously, are the stable coins. And the best way to do it is using the ERC20. But whatever cryptocurrency you have, you
But we're
can
getting videos
most
for
likely
that.
find.
Yeah, we're getting all that
Yeah,
coming, you guys. It's all going to be
yeah,
available, step-by-step guides. And like I said, the leadership is already working on that. So I'm going to answer several questions really fast.
go ahead.
Yes, postcards, flyers, all coming. Will we able to purchase tokens directly? Yes, from your back office directly. Okay, and yes, definitely, you could definitely bring people after the launch. You want to continue. The pre-launch is
Yeah,
basically setting up your foundation, so you have the first in the market. But yeah, it's going to be massively multiplied after that. And then Pam has a lot of questions regarding the structure and all that. So Pam, we will put something together for you, and not just for you, for everyone. And these trainings are going to be available in the back office resource center, so that way you have everything. Yeah, the document that was shown to you will be available in the back office too. Um, so can new people that are not involved on Co-op 20, yes, you could sign up for 20 right away, and you should, because you have the first market opportunity to position your own businesses. So yeah, definitely, you should not wait for the launch. You should start doing it now. Yeah, Sonia, we'll have your step-by-step everything. Yes, the Zoom will be posted on Telegram, and it will be uploaded to a Co-op 20
and our YouTube channel.
and YouTube channel. Yeah.
And the YouTube channel, by the way, folks, is Co-op Business. So it's YouTube / whatever it is, Co-op Business.
Yeah, we will do that. That's all training, Pam. That's all going to be coming. Can we do back office demos? How to sign up people and how to do that? I'm already working on PDF trainings for that and small clip videos. So it's very simple and is duplicatable. Because remember, we cannot just be one man show. We got to continue the duplication in our teams. Yes, the recordings will be released. Yes, demos are going to be put. We're already working on that. Depending on Rose Bama, I'm under managed account. Can I get a spillover to help my team?
Sorry, what was that? I was reading one of
Yeah,
my messages.
I'm under managed account. Can
Oh
I get
yeah,
a
yeah. So
spillover?
let me that by the way, that's the managed account for the first time, the third time in 22 years, I had to terminate a member. So the company took over and is managing that account. And by the way, you've got great support under that managed account, and we're going to be putting somebody in there to actually do it. But you've got great support under that managed account, and you've got the exact same opportunity with that account. So keep going, and you do have the same support that you would have had no matter who was there. As a matter of fact, you might even be getting better support.
Okay. Oh, we're almost at the end. We are. Okay, so Patricia, does upgrade to 20 Co-op 28 also include buying your NFT?
Yes.
Yes, for $10. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what are the rules?
And by the way, because it's an automatic upgrade, I believe the upgrade, instead of having to spend $10 on the NFT, I think you get it for $5 because it's an automatic upgrade.
$3.
$5.
Oh, $5. Sorry. Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
All right. What are the rules in regards to using Co-op 2? Okay, so the last question is, what are the rules in regards to using Co-op 20 and any other Co-op businesses logos, for example, t-shirts and all that?
Yeah, that's a great question, and you can't use them. We haven't cracked down on it yet, but my lawyers are telling me we're going to have to crack down. So those are trademarks, and you can't use them. But there are things that you can do. I guess I'll have a better answer for that next week or the week after. But right now, I wouldn't use them.
Okay, two more questions popped up. How do we
All right.
find who's our sponsor is?
Just go to your profile.
Okay, and the Wahoo still has the 1x bonus of $3 upgrade to co-op 28.
The what?
Yeah, Pam said, well, do we still get the 1x bonus of $3 with the upgrade to co-op 28?
Yes, and $30 to co-op 280.
Okay, so yeah, that was all our questions, you guys. Woo,
Awesome.
we did it.
Wow. Well, that was super, super, super cool. Let me just close this out. And I see that there's quite a few comments in there and stuff like that. And I see that there's quite a few questions. Guys, really appreciate your participation in this webinar, the questions. And you see, when you ask questions, other people, they might be a little more shy and they don't ask the question. So your questions are great because it gives others an opportunity to get their question answered that may have been afraid to ask it. So thank you very much for all your questions. Guys, I can't say it any more emphatically. Right now is the best time of your life to move your financial dial forward with a business opportunity that is affordable, with a business opportunity that is easy to understand, and with a business opportunity that is the most rewarding business opportunity ever created in the history of known man. And I'm saying that, and you even had my 10,000 to 1,000 if you can find something better. I know there isn't. So take advantage of this time. We launch on October 15th. Right now is your time to shine. Right now is your opportunity to speak to the people that you care most about. Right now is your opportunity to speak to your friends before they speak to you. Right now is your opportunity to start getting out there from a social media perspective and let the world know that you got something that is going to help them improve their life from a financial perspective. Let them know that only here in co-op world do you have the cooperative income systems, which is the greatest income model ever created to create the largest degree of mass distribution of wealth in the history of mankind. Only in co-op land do you have the ability and opportunity to build your POP income, which is a predictable, ongoing passive income. Only in co-op, you only have to do the work once to continue to get paid forever. Only in this business can it be a one-time out of pocket, and that one-time out of pocket lead you to becoming a multi-millionaire before this year is finished. And we're almost at the end of September. You heard it right, folks. You can become a multi-millionaire before this year is finished, which is only 3 months from now. It's up to you. It is up to you to get busy with it. And when you get busy with it, the world will open up to you from a financial perspective. Watch for the emails. Watch in the various chat groups. We're going to find out when our next schedule is. We are putting together a proper schedule. Nina, from me to you, thank you very much. Take it away and close it out.
Well, thank you guys for joining. Super excited. And you know what, you guys, one last thing that I do want to add this. If you guys have been waiting for a miracle and asking for a miracle, okay, this is it.
It's here.
Bring that mustard seed of faith again. Okay, I'm telling you, I put my name on this, and people know that I don't put my name on every company. I was asking for God, and I was like, God, okay, send me something that massive could come in, I could help globally, and I could have everyone win. Okay, and God sent me this. So I'm super excited, and that's why I'm creating systems. And I know for a fact, this is it, you guys. All roads are going to lead to your dream through co-op business, co-op 20, 28, 280. I mean, tell me any other business, you guys, any other business. And just like David said, and his attorneys kill him every time he says it. $1 from us and $10,000 from David, if we could prove there's anything better than this. These are very powerful statements, very powerful words, you guys. So put your faith put your faith on again, and let's build this like we have never built this. Because I'm putting my faith into this company. And when David said, Nina, do whatever it takes, and I promise you're going to be a millionaire, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Because I've seen the accolades, I've seen the facts. Okay. And those are really big accolades. You guys, let's just put our faith in this and let's build this like, and we are answering. And I'm on David every day. I go, David, did you do this? Did you do this? And, you know, so I'm advocate for the whole Co-op 20 family. And because those are resources and tools that we need. If we're going to win together, we need those fundamentals. And those are the resources and tools that we need to really get this business to the next level. And you know what? Everyone, the positioning is very important. So you're already positioned all roads globally, which is affordability because of the system, will lead to Co-op 20 underneath you. How big of the world do you want underneath you? That's what you need to decide. And back to you. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great weekend. Back to you, David.
All right, I'm going to close it up in 1 second. And as I was listening, it made me think of two things, folks. If you want to volunteer to help with our calls, providing some marketing materials and stuff, you know, message us, get to us. We're looking for all the help that we can get. We're looking for all the volunteers that we can get. We want to be on. We want to be live on various channels, not just Zoom, but we want to be live on YouTube. We want to be live on Clubhouse. We want to be live on all these various social media platforms 24/7 because people need what we have. So if you want to volunteer your time, get to us however you can. We'll more than welcome your help. The other thing is that, folks, everybody should be doing a testimony right now. And the testimony that you want to do, we'd love it if you shared it with us. But if you don't want to, do it for you. Here's the testimony that you're going to do right now. We're brand new, so obviously we're not going to have a multi-million-dollar testimony at this particular point in time. But here's your testimony, and I'm just pulling it out of air. I'm hypothecating right now. And we'll use me in 2001. And me joining Co-op 20 from 2001. Well, here it is, March 2001. I'm homeless. I don't know where I'm going to get my next meal. I don't know how I'm going to find enough money so that I can, you know, make sure my daughter eats today. So I'm in a bit of a struggle, but I was introduced to Co-op 20 and I believe in the system and I'm prepared to do the 2 steps. And I know that when I do the 2 steps, my life is going to change. And here's my testimony. In the next 3 months, I know that my life is going to be different because I'm going to have my own home. I'm going to have my own car. And I'm never going to be in a situation where I need to worry about money again. So here it is, September 23rd, 2022. That's my testimony. Watch my testimony at the end of the year. That's all you need to say. You see, you're saying it to yourself. You are preparing yourself for what your future is going to look like. You see, if you don't do that testimony for yourself, how are you going to pat yourself on the back when you start accomplishing these milestones? You see, you're doing it for you. We'd love for you to share it with us, but mostly you're doing it for you. You want to remember exactly where you are right now so that you can reward yourself. Rewarding yourself for a job well done is something that you deserve. Most people do things and they forget to reward themselves. Never again forget to reward yourself. Nina, that's it for today. Thank you once again, everybody. Thank you.
You guys, because people are saying we want to help, we want to participate. Send your email right now at this. Whoever wants to participate and help, type in your email and I'll take a screenshot and we'll get back with you this weekend. And then so that way we could start talking and planning and all that. So just
send it privately to the panelists.
Send it privately.
Send it privately to the panelists. I'll keep it open for the next 3 or 4 minutes so that you guys can send in your phone number and email address privately to the panelists so that we've got it, and we will get back to you in the next couple of days. In the meantime, in the meantime, you know, I could tell a story, but I won't. I was actually going to tell a joke, but all my jokes are
No, go ahead. Just keep on
no,
giving.
no, no, because they're not ready. They're not prime time.
uh, Continue so people could put their information. So that way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of all this, so that way we can follow up with you guys. And
Yeah.
David, you're hilarious. I mean, your personality and your message that comes from the heart, I think it's contagious.
And you
That's
too.
basically why I was like, I was so excited. I'm being really real with you guys. I don't see anything bigger than this opportunity. And you know what? Yeah, we need help. We need help. We need
Yeah.
people to step up with us. And then we all, because we're all going to win together. We need leaders to step up to help us do Zoom's presentations, to help us do international markets. And you know what?
Translations.
And translations, and with the marketing tools that you guys have, and yeah, we're here to help you, and we're going to win this
I
together.
will. I just thought of a joke I can actually tell, and it's the absolute worst dad joke you're ever going to hear. Because every now and then, when my daughter wants to go somewhere, sometimes she asks me for an Uber instead of a car. So she says, "Dad, can you call me an Uber?" And I say, "You're an Uber."
Yeah, that is a lot. Oh wow. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we don't know. Okay, maybe you could do a little okay, that's
Anyways, guys, so that's that.
Yeah.
That my jokes, they get better, but I just can't tell the other ones on air. But some of my friends have heard some of my jokes, and some of my friends are on with us right now. I know they are cracking up, rolling on the floor, laughing at some of the jokes that I've told them in the past. So,
I think
guys,
enough. I
thank you
think
very much.
no one else is
Putting their names and stuff in there.
yeah.
Did you get it? Did you get a chance to copy it all?
Yeah, I took screenshots of everything.
Okay, so are we good
basically,
to
the last message is from Noel. So yeah, Noel will send you information. So if you want to help us participate and become part of the leadership and help us, like, you know, with marketing and things and Zooms, and we're looking for resources and human resources, so that way we could really take it to the next level. To get ready, because what we're doing right now is planting the seed. Okay, here's another one. So we're planting the seeds, you guys, and to get ready for 2024. So if you ever thought if you were looking for a formula to become a millionaire, this is it.
This is
guys.
it. By the way, and it's a fact. It is a fact. All right. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next webinar, which will probably be on Monday. I don't think we're going to go beyond Monday before we have the next one. It'll probably be on Monday. It'll be, and we're also shortening our overview because we should be able to say everything we need to say in about 12 minutes. So we're going to get that overview shortened, get you what you need, get your team what you need, and it's going to be cookie cutter, so that whether it's in Texas, Toronto, Timbuktu, or Tokyo, you're going to get the exact same overview from everybody that's doing it. So thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend, and let's get busy with it. Thanks, Nina.
Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.